Coach, it's safe to assume that you didn't have to have a specific message at practice today.
No. It's clear. I mean, it's unacceptable the way we played, unacceptable the result. And we have one game left on the trip to correct that. You know, you come on the road, you want to be 500 or better. It's how we play tomorrow. And if you come back and you play hard, you move on.
Travis Hamonic kind of said this last night, that it's easy to say move on, but he also said you also have to learn from that too. So how do you balance that, I guess? Well,
you have to learn, because when things aren't going your way, you just got to keep it simple. When it was 2-0 them, you just keep grinding away and try and get into the third period and then see if you can maybe sneak one. And we opened it up and made bad mistakes. And then it's 4, and then the floodgates open there in the last 2-3 minutes. So you have to learn from that and the feeling that you have when you leave. I don't think anyone went into that game thinking that was going to happen. And the way you feel after, is not the way you're leaving a hockey game on most nights.
Like, I think you could look at that game and would it be the first time this year where you'd say that not one aspect of your game was any good at all?
Just no legs anywhere. I to be honest, I thought the Pintos lines, if you looked at their shifts, they had the puck more than they didn't. Outside of that, their top guys came, forecheck. They put it in every single time. And, you think about the Stanley Cup champs coming in. I think they put the puck in 45 times or something. Just kept dumping it and coming after us. And it became exhausting. And, you have to hold on to pucks so that can't happen.
Any update on Artem?
Yeah, he won't play. A little bit better than we thought, but we recalled JBD, and he'll be here, for the game tomorrow.
Zaitsev in full practice mode here today. No chance tomorrow?
No, unable to go. JBD will come in tomorrow.
Matthew Joseph a step closer?
Step closer. We'll talk to him after this. Norris is real close. He's close. So maybe we'll get a boost with a few of these guys here coming up.
Possibility of both?
Norris won't play tomorrow, but he's getting real close.
When you brought JBD up earlier this year, you said you wanted to get him a number of games while he's up. Hoping to see that again this time?
Well, I just think every time he comes up, he gets a little bit better. And much like Batherson and a few of these guys, when they come up, eventually they get to the point where they play good enough where they don't go back down. And you never know when that's going to be.
Is that this week for Norris?
Yeah, we're close on Norris, but I mean, he has to feel good, but he's feeling as good as he's felt.
What would that mean to get him back?
Well, it's been since Game 5, since we haven't had him. It's going to give you a lot more depth. The power play, wherever he goes, certainly gets better. Everyone gets better. He's probably our best defender up front. You're a much better team.
There should be a built-in hunger going into tomorrow against a Blues team that is almost in a similar situation here as far as standings and desperation.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't matter who you play. It's how we play. And we didn't have that hunger that we needed to have. And I would expect we'll have it tomorrow.
DJ, people wanted you to kick their ass today. You got 4 games this week. Like, it's not like the old days, right, where you can go out there with no pucks.
No, you have young kids that also have to get better, and they have to learn, whether it be through video, through repping it out. The old school mentality is to stand them out there and just skate them into the ground. Is that going to make you better tomorrow, or is it better to work on the things you weren't good at? And the things we weren't good at is the things we worked at today. It was a serious attitude. We know what we have to be better at. We know which guys have to play better, and we'll do all that internally.
And did you think? I mean, I don't know if you saw the post-game comments from Thomas Shaw, but nobody holds these guys more accountable than they hold themselves, right?
Well, for sure. I mean, these guys are elite players, and they know when they don't have it. Unfortunately for him, Zub got hurt, and you're down to 5 guys, and you don't have it, and you got to keep going out there. And good for him for recognizing, maybe that he didn't have his best game. But again, we'll deal with all that in-house, and people, are going to say, whatever it is about these guys. I know they have a lot of character. I know they got a lot of fight in them. We're 1 game under 500. We're 3-3 in January. We want to be over 500. It's how we respond tomorrow, to me, that's going to tell the story as to what that game felt for us.
safe to assume that there was no message needed from the coaching staff on the practice ice today.
No, I think obviously coming out of last night, you want to make sure you get back to the way we need to play for tomorrow. So it was good to get out, have a good practice, and be ready for tomorrow.
Is it an easy wash after a hard practice like that? Last night's game, an easy wash going into the focus for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it was important for us to go out and have a good practice today and make sure that we're focused on tomorrow instead of kind of dwelling on yesterday. Obviously, after the game, and we looked at it, and nobody was happy with how we played, and we know we're not going to win many games if we play that way consistently. So we need to make sure we get to our game and just play that over and over again.
What has to be the focus tomorrow?
I think just making sure that we're working in all zones. I think you can't just work in the D zone. You can't just work on your forecheck. You got to make sure that you're all over the ice, over top of guys, and don't kind of just smother teams. Don't give them opportunities to get their game going. And we're at our best when we're forechecking and holding on to pucks and controlling pucks.
And I don't think you've had many nights where there isn't one aspect of your game that was any good whatsoever, right?
No, I don't think so. And so we just, like I said, we need to just make sure that we are focused on being good in every zone as consistently as we can be.
To sum that up, that's just focus on process, not end result, right?
That's right. I think when you can do that, most nights the result will be what you want it to be. Sometimes I think, especially after, say, a game like yesterday, you can start focusing on results instead of the process. And for us especially, we need to make sure we're focused on the process and doing the same things over and over and over, and then we'll start consistently getting results that we want.
The consistency of what you saw in your game against the Coyotes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Guys are getting onto the goalie. We were getting pucks in behind them. We weren't giving them much space through neutral zone or in the D zone. So if you can do that to most teams in this league, you're going to probably win. So just continue to do that.
I mean, the one thing you guys have is you have good self-awareness, right? Like you know what you need to do tomorrow night to get back from that.
Absolutely. I think that's one good thing that we're showing this year is the awareness of what makes us successful. And so just get to that as fast as we can in games and stick to it.
Feeling a little bit older and wiser today?
Yeah, definitely a little bit. No, I mean, it's just the age, kind of, I think. Now, in the U.S., legal for everything, so 21 is pretty cool.
So what's a wiser Tim Stützle? How does a wiser Tim Stützle approach tomorrow night's game after what you saw last night?
Yeah, we just got to play our game. I mean, that can't happen. I mean, I've been playing awful these past couple of games, so I got to get better and get back to playing the right way and playing the way I want to play and help the team win.
Is your right way maybe simplifying things a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I got to play with confidence, want to have the puck, and I didn't do that these past 2 games there. I didn't feel like I wanted the puck, wasn't skating a lot, didn't feel great, but that can't be an excuse. So I gotta be way better, want to have the puck and make plays.
And when you say you got to be better with the puck, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, wanting the puck. I think that's a big key for my game. I want the puck in all situations, and I want to make plays and help the team win. And I felt like I didn't really want the puck. I was just kind of skating with the flow and didn't create any high danger chance. Maybe there yesterday 1 or 2 chance, but in the end that's just not good enough. And I got to be way better.
I don't want to harp on this, but do you mean like compete harder for the puck when you say want the puck? Is that kind of what you're getting at, or?
No, even if we have the puck, I gotta want the puck and skate with the puck and make plays with the puck. And if we have the puck, I kind of felt like I was just skating with it and didn't really find open space, created any open space for myself and for my teammates. So I just got to be better with doing that. And I think my overall game got to be better. It can't happen that I got scored on twice yesterday, and I just got to turn the page and get better.
All about confidence, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't think I played with confidence the last 2 games. I don't know why. It's just the way it goes sometimes through 82 games, I guess. And I got to play with way more confidence tomorrow.
DJ Smith was saying to us earlier that he thinks that Josh Norris is closing in on a return, hopefully this week. What would it mean to get him back, Tim?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he's such a good player. He's great for the room. Great guy. And, I think he'll help us score goals, that's for sure. I mean, he scored 35 last year, and I think only like 65, 66 games. So he's a really good goal scorer, and it's going to help us create some chances.